mentioned 89, you mentioned it a couple times, and I don't want to make you tell me the whole story about 89 because I understand the history, but what was the feeling like when that was happening, when that was going through the process in Germany? Was it a celebration? Like you mentioned, people were trustworthy of American Express and these sort of westernized brands coming in, but was it a celebration, and was it a big event in Dresden and in Germany?
Well, I wasn't in Berlin when it happened. I went there 2 days later. I would say, of course, it was the biggest celebration in Berlin,
Okay. Yeah.
because that was where the whole action was. Um, there was a celebration all over, but of course, there's always both sides, right?
Yeah.
And it was mostly the younger generation that celebrated it a lot because suddenly the world was open for the younger ones to travel, but also to grow, in their life, in their career, in all of these things, opportunities, right? For the older ones, maybe it was a little bit different because a lot of older people lost their jobs. And with this change, suddenly also came, you had to take care of yourself and of your own destiny much more than what it was before. Before, pretty much, the government did everything for you, right?
Okay.
There wasn't much, people were not really educated to take control of things and to run things and to be innovative, right?
Yeah.
There was this big middle class. And so to be a free spirit thinker was not good necessarily then and wasn't rewarded then. But it was after the wall came down. So all the ones that were a little bit put into a corsage before and now could venture out had the greatest time, including myself, right? All the ones who needed to be told what to do and were not really able to make decisions on their own and to see certain things, they had a very hard time. But eventually, it all leveled out. And of course, today, you cannot see the difference anymore and so on. But, it's there was quite a few years. And I think there was also between Eastern and Western Germany, there was a lot of tension going. Even so, in the beginning, there was joy on both sides. Later came tension, right? People could take something away from the other and so on. But today, everything is fine. And I think the biggest thing what we can take out of it is it was a peaceful revolution. There wasn't any blood, right? And that's not the case in every country when these things are happening.
It is interesting to have that kind of personal history like you have, and I can't. It definitely, it feels like it's gone away from shaping you the way you are and the way you sort of conduct yourself now. I mean, I think everyone's personal history is a part of their personality, but it seems like you in particular.
It is, you never take things for granted.
Yeah.
I mean, you will always enjoy every moment in life because things can be a little bit different.
Yeah.
And but I also, now that I have traveled the world, I think my perspective has broadened in a way that here in the US or North America, we are one of a kind. How many people in this world can really travel? Not that the borders are closed now. We felt this now in the COVID times, what it means when borders are closed, right?
Yeah.
So wasn't any different from my time in Eastern Germany then, right? Let's say it like a lot of people don't have the means to travel and grew up being very, very in very poor circumstances. And then, of course, politically, if you can travel or not, you still cannot in a way. So that definitely also helps to see the right perspectives. And I always say to Rudy, obviously I'm joking, but whatever would happen in the world, I could always go back and do camping. The way I have done it when I was 16, 17, 18, 19 years, right? And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I wouldn't mind going back to the camping ground, but obviously it's nice to be in a beautiful hotel with a swimming pool as well.
Yeah, exactly. This is Dan McCarthy, and you're listening to the Check-In Podcast.